Guys, here we are in the new swing studio at People's Golf Club, and I'm going to discuss another method of coming over the top and how to start the downswing correctly. So this is basically like a relay race. So what I mean by how to start the downswing is how we start transition from the top of the backswing into the impact position. How do you start the downswing? So there's a multitude of different things that people come up with in relation or in response to how to start the downswing. So basically what I'm going to talk about is what the difference in what people interpret and what I interpret from my coaching methods and into just different average amateur golfer, how they get into a habit of doing the wrong moves on the top of the backswing, which basically causes a lot of errors to impact. So what I mean by that is there's two different faults that occur within starting downswing. So a lot of people, what they'll do is when they're starting transition, so what I'll say to them is, how do you think you start transition? So what they'll do is they'll say, my upper body should start the transition of downswing. But what happens is if I twist around this way, if I start downswing my upper body spins out, my lower body is always going to follow my upper body and what it does in relation to the target. So if I swing from the upper body, my hips turn out the way, I get a spin out action. So from here my club face is going to be aiming probably slightly right of the path, but my club path is going, you get that little bit of cut across motion from out to in swing path. And from here, the ball's going to produce a slice, it's going to cause a lack of power, and it's going to cause a weak strike. Another thing I see a lot of golfers doing is they'll get to top of the backswing, but what they'll do is they'll keep their lower body stable and they'll just move their upper body, so they won't move their lower body at all, so they'll almost dump the club here. So it's almost like casting early release action, not so much early release, but casting, lack of power, lack of compression, lack of conviction into the shot. And they come to this position, dump the club down, they lose height, they lose strike, and everything like that. They don't create that leg drive onto the right side, they almost stay back here where the weight's kind of fixated over the right foot. They come back, their body weight's going opposite from what it should be. So I gave a lesson last week and we were discussing the importance of starting, or what they feel like. Feeling and mechanical issues are completely different. So I always try and get into a habit of asking the player that I'm teaching how it feels, because if we know how it feels, then we could change it in response to what we're feeling. It's quite hard to do it mechanically if you don't know what you're working on. So I feel like I was speaking to quite a low handicapper who gave a lesson to last week, and he was saying it feels like his arms are pulled down by gravity. So his arms are pulled down by gravity for the first first half of the journey of the downswing. But I've got an analogy here that will help you get into the habit of how to start the downswing. So if I take the club back to the address, I'm going to pretend I'm holding a tray of plates on the top of my backswing. So I take the club back from here and feel like my right arm is on the club, my left hand and right hand are quite close to each other. I take the club back, I can almost feel like I'm resting a tray of plates on the top of the backswing. So from here, if I try and pull my arms, then the club's going to go outside the swing path, it's going to go over the plane. So if I come like that, I'm going to swing over the top. So from here, what I need to get, in order for me to stop swinging over the top, I need to lead with my hips. So if I come from this angle, I need to lead with my hips, then the club should fall. So come down the line, come back down. If I lead with my hips, then my arms stay close to my body, you'll get that connection. As I come back down, I'm going to be able to create that compression and that lag that we want to create. So firstly, we want to start the downswing with a bump of the left hip. So hips come out the way, then it's our shoulders, then it's our arms and hands that follow. So think the left hand side of the body starts the downswing until sort of halfway, then the right hand side takes over as we get past halfway position. So from here, what we want to focus on is when we start the downswing with a little lateral movement of our left hip. If our left hip moves out the way correctly, we'll be able to create a distance. if our left hip gets out of the way correctly, our hands will be able to move out of the way, or you'll be given a free passage to move into that position. So if I get to there, so the quicker my lower body turns in downswing, the more power I'm going to create, because it's the bigger, it's basically the X factor stretch. So it's allowing our little lower body to resist our upper body to the last minute. So the more we resist that upper body, the more power we're going to create as we come back down into impact. We're going to create that compression, we're going to create that last punch of power coming into impact. So what you need to understand is when you start the downswing, it's your left hip that starts from the ground up the way. So as you come back, left hip turns, and then shoulders turn, then the right side comes back into play. So if you come down with your left hip, you will give your hands free passage to come into impact. You create that lag, that compression, and that desired strike. So give that a try and let me know what you think. So that analogy of trying to get into a position when you get to the top of the backswing, your arms are staying connected to your body, they're not coming outside the swing plane. So left hip out the way first, right arm, or right side of the body, come into the equation halfway down, so we can create that last minute power. So if you release the club early from the top, you're just going to create that, you're going to lose lag, you're going to lose compression, and you're going to lose distance. The club's just going to be dumped out here, and you're going to lose all that energy that you built up. So let me know what you think, and give it a try.